Now, I'm desperately hoping that I'm going to be bringing you two matches as part of this episode, because that means that we would have at least made the playoff final. So will it be a promotion party, or is it just going to be a heartbreak for the commoners? Let's find out. So if you watched the last episode, that you will know that that draw against Harpenden Town was enough to secure us a spot in the playoffs. And since then, we've just finished off the usual league campaign with not too much to play for, but we started off at home with a 2-1 win against Kings Langsley. We went away to Arlesey and lost 2-1. We brought Winslow back to the Verdant and we beat them 2-1, 2 goals from Smythe there. And then we had a big win on the final day of the usual season. A 4-1 win away at Sawbridgeworth, 3 goals from Clarence Ema, 1 from Liam Banks. Thank you very much. That means that we actually finished in second place in the league. We're only 8 points behind Harlow in the end, and Harlow, they were brilliant all season. They only lost 2. I don't know if they're still in the Vars. Maybe we'll check that out as well. But that puts us against Arlesey Town in the playoffs. Arlesey, who literally just beat us in the league a couple of games ago. Haringey versus Risborough is going to be the other semi-final. This match is just a one-off. There's no second leg. It's literally just 90 minutes and then we go to pens. So I don't mind telling you, I'm a little bit nervous about this one. Banks is going to be partnered by Quinlan again, as Reed is still out injured. Loera on the left, Owusu on the right, Ema and Smythe up front. This could literally go either way, it feels like. I'm fully prepared to go to penalties. Let's hope it doesn't get that far. Now, it would be brilliant to get this series off to a bang with a first season promotion. Arlesey Town are currently standing in our way. What do we know about them? Well, they're a decent side. They've kind of been there or thereabouts in the playoffs all season. In the 2 games that we played against them in the league, we beat them 2-1 at home. They then beat us 2-1 at home, literally a couple of games ago. So now we are the home side in this tie, so I'm hoping that bodes well for us here. We will, of course, keep you up to date with that other semi-final, Risborough versus Haringey. I don't really know who I want out of those two if we were to progress past Arlesey. It's going to be a tough one to call either way. Here's Smythe in the box. Smythe puts us 1-0 up. It's very early still. I'm not getting excited. Normally there's a little fist bump, a little get in there, but yeah, I'm not getting overexcited here. I know what we're like. We love late drama. We love penalty shootouts. But it's a nice finish from Smythe. It's taken a deflection that's taken it past the goalkeeper. Good work from Luero down on that left-hand side. He's been a good player for us this season, Luero. And top goal scorer Smythe puts us 1 ahead early doors. Here's Arlesey on the attack. This is why I was saying I don't want to get too excited. Still in the first 15 minutes. Oh, and it's nicked by Owusu. Plays a 1-2 with Ema. Finds Tarpey out wide. What can he do? It's a good ball forward to Ema, who finds Liam Banks, who makes it 2. Still not getting excited. Still not getting excited. We're playing the game, not the occasion here. We got carried away with the Vars run, and look what happened there. So we're not taking anything for granted here. Arlesey Town with a decent spell of possession. Oh, they've got men in the box. They've outnumbered us here. Oh, and he's made an awful decision now. Going for goal. He's pulled it. He dragged it wide, really, when he had 3 options in the box. Really strange decision, that one. They have got a corner here. Adewale is going to take it. Left-footed, in-swinger. Banks heads it clear. Playford, our left back. For some reason staying up for the corner, I guess, on the end of it. Is he going to go on his own here? I think he might. And, maybe it was the finish of a left back there. I thought he was going to go across the goalkeeper, but that was a bizarre highlight. You would expect our captain, our left back, to be in the box defending that corner, but there we go. Here's Luero progressing down the left, finds Smythe. Options in the box. The ball's cleared. And it bounces. And it's going to fall to Banks here, who makes it... Hang about. Have I missed a goal being disallowed? I was going to say makes it 3, and that was Banks' second. What happened with that first goal? Did that get disallowed? Have I missed it? I'm gonna have to watch this back. Watch this recording back. There we go. That's our second, according to this. What happened there? Yeah, there's no recognition of the first Banks goal. There it is. Okay, yeah. All right, fair play. I said I wasn't going to get overexcited. I must have done because I missed the fact that it was ruled out. That's a bit embarrassing, isn't it, eh? Anyway, we are 2-0 up now, and Haringey are 1-0 up against Risborough. But we've just got to concentrate on getting this job done here. And this first half isn't over. Arlesey have the ball in our half. And that's a decent ball. Conroy swings it in. Cullen's at the back stick. Jeeves is there. Or Jevterevs, I should say. I don't know why I read that as Jeeves. And he makes it 2-1. Never a bad time to score. Always a bad time to concede. Just before half time as well. Only 9 minutes left of this half. If we go into half time 2-1 up, I'll be fairly happy. Here's Tarpey with an attacking throw. 1-2 of Owusu. Ball into the box. Headed clear as far as Playford. Will he deliver? He's got plenty of men to aim for if he does want to get a ball into the box. Plays it back for Luero. Luero goes for goal. He's hit the crossbar. And Tarpey and Owusu recover the ball out on the right. Back to Luero. His shot's deflected this time. And Arlesey scramble it clear. That would have been nice to be going in 3-1 up. But it looks like it is going to be 2-1 to us at half time. Haringey are now 2-0 up. Their front two are playing okay. Our centre-backs are... Carney's having a good game. Sheridan, not so much. So maybe we look at bringing on Zach Whittle at some point. I don't want to do it at half time because we're 2-1 up. I want to just maybe try and get to 60 minutes with these lads and then see where we go. But other than that, we know Luero's having a good game. We know Smythe and Banks are having a good game, our 2 goal scorers. I think we're just going to tell the boys not to get complacent. Not even a hint of complacency in our performance. We're not going to make any changes at half time this time. And like I say, let's just see if we can get to the hour mark still ahead. Okay, for some reason, Tarpey's found himself playing left wing, our right back. I don't know what has happened there. What are our fullbacks doing today? Quinlan keeps the move alive, knocking it to Banks. Here's Ema. Back to Banks. Into Smythe. And he's made it 3-1. I'm going to watch this and make sure it doesn't get disallowed. I think it has been given. He didn't look offside there, to be fair. He was miles on, but yeah, you never know after the phantom goal from Banks. It's a good turn and finish from Smythe. He must have hit about 30 goals this season in the league alone. He has been absolutely fantastic for us, and he's signed a new deal to the end of next season. So Liam Smythe will be a Biggleswade United player, as will Ema, as will Luero. I'm in an iron on Owusu at the moment. He's not having the greatest game here, so he probably needs to do a bit more. And we also tied up Carney to a new contract as well. Oh, Smythe with a chance at a hat-trick. It's a good save from the goalkeeper. We're not going to see the corner. But I'm fairly happy with the way things are going here. Haringey are still 2-0 up. Sheridan's performance isn't getting any better, so I think we are going to make that change that we spoke about. And Zach Whittle is going to come on at the back. We've been playing Sheridan just because he's that experienced head and he's done okay this season next to Carney. He's another one whose contract we're not going to renew. But Zach Whittle has a lot more pace, and when the opposition centre forwards are on form like these two boys here, I'd rather have someone with a bit more legs, just keeping things fresh at the back, than a 35-year-old with, I think he had one for pace or something ridiculous like that, didn't he? Okay, 15 minutes, just over 15 minutes to go here. Alzey are attacking with a throw. Langley into the box. There is Conroy. There is Jevterevs. Oh, I don't like this. I just feel very uncomfortable about this game. I said beforehand I was nervous, and this is why. We don't do things the easy way here. We don't do things the easy way. I'm gonna have to freshen things up a little bit. Quinlan is gonna come off for Berwick. Owusu is gonna come off for Hilton, and we are gonna chuck on Josh Wynn, who is another one whose contract we haven't renewed yet. Despite him being our super sub, I've kind of shopped around and feel like I can get a better backup striker than Wynn. But those are the boys that we are going to bring on to try and just inject a bit of life into us. Maybe go and get a fourth. Although I'm very tempted to try and shut this game down. Here is Alzey, headed away by Berwick. Oh, I don't know if that was a deliberate attempt on goal, but it was very close there with the looping effort. Luero finds Banks in a good position. What can he do? He can get it into the box, and Smythe does go and make it 4. And I'm going to take my own advice, and we are going to go defensive here. We're going to do our usual. When we're in possession, leave the boys high. When we're out of possession, Luero, Hilton are going to do the dog work. Banks and Berwick are going to sit. Smythe has been absolutely phenomenal this season. He had a poor start, and we called him out for that. But he has been absolutely brilliant over the course of this season. Last few minutes on the clock. Risborough have got a goal back against Haringey. We just need to see this out now. It's going to be 4 minutes of added time. We haven't got any subs that we want to make. It's just a case of seeing this out now. But here come Alzey. There is time for them to make things very uncomfortable for us. Swings the ball into the box. Newman Carney with a great header. And Playford gets it clear. Smythe flicks it on. Josh Wynn is through on goal. Wrap this up for me, Joshy boy. He does, off the bench. Maybe a hint of offside. Hasn't been given as an offside. The goal is going to stand. And the game is done. Liam Smythe out jumping 2 Alzey defenders to put super sub Josh Wynn through. And if that's his last contribution to the club in a Biggleswade United shirt, all we can do is thank him. The referee blows his final whistle, and I am going to be bringing you a second match as we are going to be playing Haringey Borough in the playoff final for a chance to go up alongside Harlow Town into Step 4. Oh, it's big, isn't it? Congratulations on reaching the final. You deserve it. We need to move on and not allow ourselves to become too comfortable. That is the theme of today's episode. So there it is. There it is, confirmation that we are playing in the Spartan South Midlands playoff final on the 2nd of May against Haringey Borough. And it's at home. How we got on against them in the previous meetings. So we lost 4-1. I don't even remember that game. We lost 4-1 against them away from home back in October, a long, long time ago now. But when we did play them at home, we beat them 1-0. So hopefully us getting the home advantage in the playoff final is another good omen for us. I don't really know how they work out who's playing at home and who isn't in the playoff final, but we've obviously got the luck of the draw. There's a chance that Jamie Reid may be back. It's saying doubtful, but maybe he can play some part on the bench, which would be nice for him. And we're going to go and get us to that game, and we'll bring you back if anything happens in the meantime. Well, nothing did happen. All you've missed is that we asked the board and Guillaume specifically to try and find us a senior affiliate to help us get some free loans for next season. No matter what level that we're playing at, it'll be helpful in terms of freeing up some wage budget. Jamie Reid isn't going to make it, I don't think. No, not with a torn hamstring. He's not going to make it for this one. So we are going to go with an unchanged starting 11, an unchanged squad, really. I don't think there's anybody that we're going to want to bring in for this playoff final. As we say, we're playing at home. It's a very similar situation to Arlesey where we beat them, they beat us in the league, and then we went and beat them in the playoffs. So let's see how we get on with this one. So it's all come down to this. It's been a season of hard graft with a small squad, and it's all come down to this one game. I expect nothing but a win to keep this good run going. Just go out there. Just do us proud, boys, is all I'm asking. There we are in our usual 4-4-2. They're playing with the three in midfield. I think that's the same system they used when we played them most recently and beat them 1-0 in the league. But just get us off to a great start in this series, boys. Come on. That's all we're asking. Haringey are stroking the ball around early doors, looking very comfortable, making use of that extra man advantage in midfield. There's Bilal Sayoud, who caused us some problems in the game that we played most recently against him in the league. He was their standout player, and after 4 minutes, he has just put Haringey ahead in this playoff final. It's a good finish, to be fair to him. He's found the bottom corner. Probably want to be asking a bit more from our defenders there, especially the right back Tarpey. We just let him breeze past him a little bit, but it's early. It's early. We didn't get too high when Smythe put us ahead early against Arlesey, and we're not going to get too low at going 1-0 down here. There's plenty of time. Looking at the stats, it's been a really cagey first 20 minutes. We haven't seen anything since that highlight for the goal. We're just watching the stats. Here's Ema, gets the ball across. They're going to bundle it clear, only as far as Quinlan, the 16-year-old, into Smythe in the box. He can't get a foot on the ball there. Carney's going to bring it forward for us and keep this move alive to the skipper. Playford, that's a decent ball into the box. Headed away again. Quinlan again. Owusu. Kevin Owusu, by the way. Kevin Owusu, who we said in the last game we weren't offering a new contract to, has just gone and pulled out an absolute worldie in the playoff final. Was it a cross? Was it a shot? I'm going to say he meant it. Just because I want to. And I kind of can't believe my eyes there. What a strike by Kevin Owusu. It's 1-1. The keeper's thrown it out. Are they going to build an attack here? Oh, that's a good block by Quinlan, who's having a decent start to the game. But Haringey still come forward. Clifton outpaces Sheridan. Just completely outpaced and outmuscled him. Look at the size of Adrian Clifton there, by the way. Sheridan's not a small bloke by any means. He's 6 foot plus. And Clifton has absolutely bullied him. And it's a decent finish from the lad as well. And we find ourselves on the back foot again. Well, we're going in at half-time, 2-1 down. And, I mean, this second half, this 45 minutes is the biggest 45 minutes of our season. Arguably the biggest 45 minutes in the club's history. I think we are going to make a change. I didn't like what I saw from Sheridan in the lead up to that second goal. Zach Whittle's going to come on. I'm not panicking. I'm just trying to be proactive because I can see as the game going on, Clifton's just going to continue to bully Sheridan. Carney's having a decent game up against him. We just need legs. Whittle is going to be the man that comes on. What are we going to say to the boys here? Give the fans a promotion party. I want to take emotion out of it. Show me something else. Show me something else. There's too many lads on subpar performances here. The strikers, Luero, Owusu's. Owusu's the only one coming out of this with any credit, really. Maybe the young lad, Quinlan, and Carney, of course. That's the only change we're going to make at half-time. We're going to save some legs for later in the game. Here we go, 55 minutes in. Tarpey with a ball into the box. Clarence Ema rises above the goalkeeper and heads it into the back of the net. The goalkeeper came a long, long way there. I was literally just looking and thinking, at what point do we bring on Josh Wynn for Clarence Ema? And my thinking was going to be in the next couple of minutes, and then this highlight came on. And Clarence Ema has probably saved his skin and earned himself another few minutes on the pitch there with that. We're back on level terms. The goalkeeper's come a long, long way there. I don't know what he was doing. He's better off staying on his line there. But it's 2-2. Here's Luero. He's on a yellow card. We might have to be wary of that. Playford, back to Luero. He can create something from nothing, this lad. Banks, Luero again. He's very heavily involved in this move. There's Playford. There's Ema, the lad we was going to take off. And for the first time in this tie, we are ahead in the 59th minute. And it's Clarence Ema with his second of the game. We were literally, honest to God, we were going to take him off on around 55, 56 minutes based on how the second half had started. And he's just gone, scored the equaliser and scored the goal to put us ahead. It's a funny old game, isn't it? It's a funny old game. If I pull the trigger too early, we'd probably still be 2-1 down. I do think it is time to freshen up, though. I think we're going to keep shape the same. We're going to swap Owusu out over to the right. We'll make sure we do that in possession as well. Sorry, we're going to swap Owusu from the right to the left. Luero is going to come and have a breather. Hilton is going to come on. Clarence Ema has gone from a 6.2 to a 7.98 in 10 minutes. 2 quick fire goals from him. Owusu's having a good game. Smythe isn't having the greatest of games, but I think we need him on the pitch. Certainly for a little while longer. And then we've got Banks is another candidate to maybe come off with for Berwick. Maybe we do that now, actually, thinking about it. Strike while the iron's hot. That's what we're going to do. Hilton on, Berwick on. And let's see if we can run this clock down a little bit, boys. Here is Hilton. Nice bit of link up with Ema. Swings it into the box. Smythe is there. It's headed away. Quinlan is doing such a great job in that midfield of just sweeping up. Oh, my goodness. And there is Sam Berwick, another one of the subs. And he's rattled the crossbar with a fantastic strike. The keeper looked like he was beaten. A couple of inches lower. And we could have been 2 goals to the good there against Haringey. I think the only thing for us to do now is to try and sit back. It might be a little bit too early, but I'm feeling the pressure. I am feeling the pressure on this one. Hilton and Owusu, Berwick and Quinlan are all just going to sit just a little bit for me when we don't have the ball. God, this is nervy. This is real nervy. Haringey have a free kick from a Smythe offside by the looks of it. Their build-up's fairly patient. Ball into the box. There is Clifton. Oh, my God. There's the Haringey goal. Did we sit back too early? Is that my fault? There is every chance that I'm to blame for that. I'm holding my hands up now, boys. Smythe isn't improving. I'm not blaming him for that goal for being offside, but we are going to bring on Josh Wynn. and play him as the deep lying forward. The final roll of the dice, unless we have to change the goalkeeper. Fingers crossed we don't have to do that. I think this goes straight to pens. I think they've kind of got rid of extra time in all of these sort of fixtures at this level. 4 minutes left. Oh, no. No. It's a corner to Haringey. Watts is in. No rush to take it. He's got a few bodies to aim for in the box. Ryan Hopkins came a long way for that, and he claimed it. And that is going to be that for normal time. We're kind of penalties. God, I feel sick. Looking at our penalty takers, let's just get them all in the list. And then we'll have a play around with the order. Looking at this, our best bet is Michael Quinlan. Who, has he turned 17 yet? He's not even turned 17 yet. What a story that would be if he scored an important penalty for us. I've got to think about my first five here. I think Clarence Ema's got to be in the top five. I think he's got to get us off to a good start. As I've said before in this series, number 4 is the important one for me. So we're going to go for the composure for that one of Quinlan, of the youngster. Kevin Owusu. Is it written in the stars for Kevin Owusu to score a penalty in this shootout? Do I trust him more than Josh Wynn? He scored a worldie. He's had a great game for us. His contract's up. Is this the Didier Drogba in Munich moment for Kevin Owusu? I think Berwick takes one before Whittle. I think Tarpey takes one before Whittle. I think Carcel Hilton definitely takes one before Whittle and probably Tarpey. We're in the lap of the gods. We're in the lap of the football gods here. Relax, boys. Pick your spot. Don't change your mind. God, here we go. Kennedy. Oh, Hopkins went the right way. He went the right way, but he couldn't keep it out. Haringey off to a good start. I feel like he's the man I trust the most to score. Get us off to a good start in this shootout. And it's a great pen. Fantastic pen. Sent the keeper the right way. Hit it into the side netting. Can't ask for more, can you? Honestly, the hairs on my arm are standing up right now. I'm not exaggerating. Clifton scored 2 goals. Big lump, isn't he? What can he do? Straight down the middle. I do trust Hopkins to make a save here. It's do I trust us not to miss is the problem. Josh Wynn off the bench. This is going to be his last kick of a ball in a Biggleswade United shirt. And he misses. Is saved. He's been the hero so many times over the course of this season and popped up off the bench with so many important goals. Oh, God, I don't feel good about this. McLeod, very similar to the Clarence Ema penalty. Mackay McLeod scores. Hopkins again goes the wrong way. He has got a save in him, Hopkins. We've got to believe that. We need him to have a save. Newman Carney, great left foot. Has scored in every shootout, I think, so far this season. And a proper centre-back's penalty, that bottom corner, low and hard, stick your laces through it. Just keeps us in it. But we need a save from Hopkins. And take the pressure off the 16-year-old Quinlan taking the penalty next. Oh, dearie me. Hopkins went the right way again. But there's just too much power on the pen. This has to go in. Stats-wise, he's the best penalty taker. Steps up. Scores. I like this lad. I like this Michael Quinlan. I think he could be a starter for us next season. Him alongside Banks has been a good partnership at the business end of this season. It's a centre-back, Rowe taking the penalty. Hopkins has to save. And he doesn't. It's all over. Haringey run off to celebrate. Biggleswade United have lost on penalties in the playoff final. Oh my God, that is gutting. That, I could feel the soul being ripped out of my body when that went in. Oh, dearie me. Look, it is what it is. It's been a great season. We've got to pick the boys up. We've got to go again next season. We didn't get the result we wanted, but I can't fault the performance. It was superb. So we are going to be playing in the Spartan again next season. Haringey Borough. Congratulations to them. Congratulations. I want to see this Adrian Clifton. 6'2". He's not as big as I thought he was. Montserrat International, 37 years old. 24 goals in the league. What's he doing next season? Where's his contract? Does he fancy a move? Because he has absolutely tore us apart there. But we're going to be playing again in the Sparta next season. Wynn reckons he's still ready to put himself on the spot. His next penalty, it probably isn't going to be for us. Let's be honest. Yeah, I think he's definitely going to get released. However, Owusu, I think I'm kind of having second thought. He's done well for us in that final. He scored an absolute worldie. I think we're going to offer him a new deal here. He's kind of proven to me that he has enough about him to be a part of the squad again for one more year. We'll give him the bonus for the assists. 20 quid a week. Yeah, I think he's going to stay. So to recap, at the end of this season, we finished second, 8 points behind Harlow. We lost in the playoff final. I think next season we have to go balls out for the title. I said we wanted to win the FA Vase. Maybe that was too much of a distraction for us. We'd love to win it, obviously. But as we didn't go up this season, I think a second season promotion, we need to get some momentum behind us. That has to be the priority going up. Just looking at how we've performed over the course of the season. Like I said, we've got a small squad. We've got a lot of youngsters that we just kind of promoted into the first team squad so we don't forget about them. But the majority of these lads will be staying on. Hopefully we get some good quality additions to add to them. Liam Smythe, top goal scorer for the season, 34 goals and 7 assists in 46 games. Superb. He's staying on with us. Clarence Ema, 26 goals, his strike partner. And again, he's another one that's going to be staying with us. 19 assists as well as that deep line forward, which is fantastic. Liam Banks has been sensational, really, in that sort of like attacking midfielder role from the centre of the park, making those late runs. He's got himself 16 assists, but he's also got himself 14 goals. A lot of them, I think, might be penalties, but we'll give him that. Josh Wynn is going to be leaving us, and then Jeremiah Luero definitely deserves a mention with his 10 assists, as does Carcel Hilton. In terms of that average rating, though, Tyler Norton, he's only played one game and got 1 assist. He could be another one that maybe breaks through and gets a bit more game time next season. But all the usual suspects are up there. Nouman Carney definitely deserves a mention. We just need to find him a more reliable centre-back partner, I think. But he is going to be one that we are going to look to try and keep hold of. Jamie Reid, we are not going to be extending his contract, mainly based on the performances of Michael Quinlan. I think I really want to give him some game time. We said right at the start of this series, we want to try and get some of the youth from the club academy into the first team. And I think he is the prime candidate to step up and partner Banks next season, unless there's an absolute worldie midfielder that comes through. That we can get hold of. But Jamie Reid, at 32 years of old, 38 years of age, he has played his last game for Biggleswade United. Well, guys, that's all for today's episode. And we're ending it on a bit of a downer. I'd apologise that we didn't bring you the promotion party that maybe we looked like we might have been getting at some point. But if you have enjoyed today's episode, you know where that like button is, you know where the subscribe button is, and please do follow the club. We lost in the playoffs in game. They're in the playoffs in real life. They're currently second in the league after the game earlier on today. Give them a follow. They really do deserve it. The socials are on screen now. We're going to go and we're going to do a bit of squad building, and we'll bring you back in and hopefully introduce you to a few new faces. Until the next time, take care.